Hello, my name is Carson, and today I'll be explaining to you the General Education program here at Appalachian State University. General Education will make up about a third of the classes that you will take to earn your degree. Many students do wonder why they need to take these Gen Ed classes that don't always seem to pertain to their major, but App State is dedicated to providing students with a well-rounded education that will teach you how to think creatively and critically, communicate effectively, make local and global connections to your education, and understand the responsibilities of being a member of a community. As we go through this presentation, it'll be helpful to follow along with the general education check sheets that can be found in the online Mountaineer Advising Planner. The Mountaineer Advising Planner is listed at the side menu of our website, advising.appstate.edu. You can also Google University College Advising App State to get to this website. Once you select the Mountaineer Advising Planner, navigate to the Degree Requirements and Academic Planning section and scroll down. This video will be listed here as well for future reference, and similar information in regards to general education requirements can also be found on your DegreeWorks page or by using the undergraduate bulletin, which we will locate later in this video. Gen Ed is made up of 7 categories of classes. The first category we'll talk about is First Year Seminar, which is one 3-credit-hour class labeled UCO 1200. UCO 1200 can be found in the registration system under the University College subject option. Another category, Writing Across the Curriculum, is made up of a freshman level writing class and a sophomore level writing class, RC 1000 and RC 2001. To register, you will look under the Rhetoric and Composition subject option of the registration system. Please note, however, you will not be able to register for RC 2001 until you have 30 credit hours and have completed First Year Seminar. The Wellness Literacy category is like PE in high school, but we have a wide range of fun and challenging options for you to choose from, like yoga or skiing. There are 1, 2, and 3 credit hour options, and you will need 2 credit hours in this category. Next, the Quantitative Literacy or Math section of General Education requires 4 credit hours. There are a variety of different ways to complete those hours, and the quantitative literacy requirement is often determined by your major. We are going to take the opportunity to stop now so that you can look up your quantitative literacy requirements on your program of study. You will find your program of study by navigating to bulletin.appstate.edu or Googling Undergraduate Bulletin App State. Select the undergraduate bulletin in the side menu that corresponds with your catalog year. Your catalog year is determined by the year you started at the university and will stay the same for the entire time that you are at Appalachian unless it is changed by your advisor. Select programs of study that will appear in the side menu. If you are on your phone, you will need to use the catalog navigation drop-down at the top of the screen. You can now select your major and check to see if your quantitative literacy requirements are listed at the top. If your intended major listed on the top of your DegreeWorks page is correct, you can also use this as a resource to determine what classes you need to take. For the Science Inquiry category of General Education, you will need to complete 8 credit hours from one theme. For most of the themes, you will be taking 2 4-credit-hour courses. The Biology and Society theme looks a little different. You will take 2 3-credit-hour courses and 1 2-credit-hour lab to complete this theme. If the Science Inquiry theme has an asterisk symbol, you are required to take these courses in sequential order. For example, you must take Astronomy 1001 before you can take Astronomy 1002. If you have transfer credit for science, talk to your advisor about how to complete your Science Inquiry theme. The final 2 categories of classes are Integrative Learning Experience and Liberal Studies Experience. They tend to be a little bit intertwined, so keep that in mind as we work through it. At first glance, if you're looking at the Gen Ed check sheets, you probably are thinking that that is an overwhelming amount of classes that you need to take. But these lists provide you with more options to choose from, and you'll only be taking 7 total classes from both categories combined. We will be looking at the Integrative Learning Experience, also known as ILE, and the Liberal Studies Experience, or LSE, a little out of order. Often students have transferred some classes from the LSE course list, so in order to prevent you from taking extra courses, we will look at that first. Remember, you will only need to take 4 LSE classes. To determine if you have credit for any of these, you will look at your DegreeWorks page if you have all of your previous transcripts submitted. Before we move on, we want to touch on the word liberal. Liberal in general education means open to new ideas and is not a political term. The Liberal Studies Experience gives students the opportunity to explore several disciplines from across campus. To help you choose your LSE classes, keep in mind that you will need to choose classes from at least 3 discipline prefixes. For example, if I take one class in each art, economics, and religious studies, I have met 3 prefixes. So for the 4th class, I can choose to take any prefix because I have already met the 3 prefix requirement, even if I've taken a class in that prefix before. For ILE, you are required to take 3 classes from one theme. So first, we're going to choose a theme. But you might be asking, how do you know which theme to choose? Well, a theme title might sound interesting to you, or you can look at the course descriptions. There may also be one suggested for your major in your program of study. To find the course descriptions for the classes you are interested in, you will need to go back to the undergraduate bulletin. You can find this by going to bulletin.appstate.edu or Googling Undergraduate Bulletin App State. Click on the undergraduate bulletin that corresponds with your catalog year. You can now click courses that will appear on the side menu. If you are using your phone, remember you will need to use the catalog navigation dropdown. Once you reach the courses page, you can enter the class codes for the class you are interested in and then click on the class to expand the course description. The ILE theme will help you narrow down the classes you need to take from this section. Let's choose From Empire to Globalization as our theme. You may also have to keep in mind what courses have available seats while you are choosing a theme. Some classes fill up faster than others, so you may have to be flexible with your choices. You will formally select your theme through AppleNet when you meet with your advisor. The last part of the ILE and LSE requirements are designations. Remember, this is to make sure you're getting a well-rounded education. So 4 out of the 7 combined ILE and LSE courses will need to have one each of the following designations: Fine Arts, Historical Studies, Literary Studies, and Social Science. You will see the initials in parentheses next to the classes that meet a designation. Keep in mind, not all classes meet a designation, and that is why only 4 are required out of these 7 classes. For example, for my 3 ILE classes, I personally want to choose Anthropology 1415, Global Studies 2000, and History 1400. By choosing these classes, I have fulfilled my social science designation and my historical studies designation. That leaves fine arts and literary studies that I will need to fulfill when I choose my LSE courses. Let's overview. You will be taking about 15 general education courses while you are here at Appalachian that fit within the 7 Gen Ed categories. These classes will be interspersed with your major classes each semester. We understand that knowing when to take which classes can be overwhelming, so now that you understand each part of general education, you can use the 4-year guides to start planning when you will fit in your Gen Ed classes. When you are looking at your program of study that can be found on your undergraduate bulletin, there will be an FYG icon at the top of the page. Click on this icon to look at your four-year guide that provides suggestions on what sequence to take your classes in by semester. Thank you for watching. More information about general education can be found at advising.appstate.edu.